LEGO releases several waves of Star Wars sets every year, but there are many sets we haven't seen yet that could be made into the perfect LEGO Star Wars set wave. I decided to make a list of sets that I really want to see in LEGO Star Wars and create my own mock-up for what I think will be the perfect wave of LEGO Star Wars sets. I included sets in most price ranges and sizes that would make somewhat sense together in a set wave. The Battle Pack set that would be released in this wave would be the Wolfpack Troopers Battle Pack, in the size of the smaller $20 set. This is a set many fans are begging to see someday, or at least see the Wolfpack return in some way in modern LEGO Star Wars. For this battle pack, I would love to see a Bark Speeder as the vehicle included, as I just think Bark Speeders is the best vehicle to include in a Clone Trooper battle pack like this. Of course, we'd have to see 4 Clone Troopers based on the Wolfpack, and I'd like to simply see 3 standard Phase 2 Wolfpack Troopers and 1 more Special Trooper. This Special Trooper could of course be Commander Wolf himself, as I'd love to get him in a cheap set like this, but ideally for an army builder set we'd see some other specialist trooper, such as an airborne trooper, an unnamed captain or officer, or something else Wolfpack related. At the $30 to $40 price mark, I would love to see a remake of the Corporate Alliance tank droid. In modern years, this set would definitely fall under this price mark, and I think it is a really good set for this price point, as we are lacking some separatist based sets, and I think this is an iconic enough set to remake. This set could either be based on the Geonosis scene, or the Clone Wars, or even Revenge of the Sith. The biggest difference being the characters included. As a Geonosis based set, Jango Fett would be the perfect inclusion once again, some Phase 1 clone troopers, and maybe a Jedi that was present during this scene, such as Kit Fisto. As a Clone Wars set, I would love to see some clone troopers once again, and also Obi-Wan Kenobi in his Clone Wars armor, as this is just a minifigure we really should see again. And as a Kashyyyk set, we could see some Kashyyyk battle droids, Captain Tarful, and Quinlan Voss. We are seeing Ahsoka's Jedi Interceptor really soon, and shortly after that I hope we can see Anakin's Jedi Interceptor in a set wave like this, specifically the green one seen at the end of Revenge of the Sith. This would have been the perfect remake for 2025, and I think it would look so cool alongside all the other modern Jedi Interceptors being released. This would unfortunately most likely fall under the $45 price mark, which I think is a little bit overpriced for an interceptor like this, but I would still pay that price as I love these types of sets. For minifigures, we would have to see Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi, both in their Mustafar variants. We could see R2-D2 and then also a new version of Padme Amidala. I would really like to see a new version of this set, and it would definitely make any wave so much better. Moving away from prequel related stuff, I would love to see a standalone set for Vader's TIE Advanced, and this could be probably between $50 to $60. I think Vader's TIE Advanced is one of the best TIE Fighter variants, and definitely super iconic and worth making into its own set. The last time we have seen one at this scale was in the 2016 A-Wing vs TIE Advanced set, and that was a near perfect design in my opinion. I would love to see this set alongside the recent TIE Interceptor and TIE Bomber to expand a TIE Fighter collection, and it could include some good characters such as Darth Vader, Grand Moff Tarkin, a stormtrooper, and some other unique admiral or officer. The Captain Rex's Y-Wing, as seen in the Clone Wars Season 7, is a set we should have seen a long time ago, and I think it would fit into the perfect wave as a $60 to $80 set, probably closer to the $80. We haven't seen any Clone Wars Y-Wing in this scale since 2009, but we have seen Captain Rex's blue Y-Wing in a microfighter earlier this year. I think a full-scale set like this would be perfect right now, and honestly any time. I just really want LEGO to make this set. The characters included would obviously once again be Captain Rex, and then we could perhaps see an updated version of Season 7 Ahsoka. We could see a 332nd Clone Trooper, and also ARC Trooper Jesse, a minifigure I would love to see in LEGO really soon. The midi-scale set that I would include in this wave would be the Hammerhead Corvette, seen in Rogue One and Star Wars Rebels. I really love this ship, and I don't think it would really work that well as a larger playset, so I would definitely want to see it in the form of the Starship Collection. It would be a great fit beside the Tantive 4 and the Home one that we will be seeing next year, and probably be at the same price as the Tantive 4 as well, at $80 US. I love these Starship Collection sets, but as I have said many times before, an added minifigure would be so cool to display on the stand of these sets, and in the ideal world I'd love to see a unique version of Leia. The diorama set I would want to see in this wave would be a large Duel on Mustafar set, a set people have been hoping to see in 2025, but unfortunately it seems like it might not happen. I think this is definitely a necessary scene to make in LEGO, and a good update to the 2020 playset, as this is one of the most iconic and important scenes in the entire prequel trilogy, and the ultimate turning point of Anakin Skywalker. This scene would most likely depict the hill where this fight inevitably ends, as well as the pool of lava with the floating mining droids. The scene is just the perfect scene for a diorama set, and would be perfect to include the best versions of both Anakin and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Of course, a set like this in this ideal wave would go well alongside the Interceptor I mentioned earlier, as the two builds will go really well together for this part of the movie. A ship we have seen many times in Star Wars The Bad Batch is the Rogue class Imperial Shuttle, and this is a set I really want to see in LEGO Star Wars. I think the Bad Batch didn't get close to enough representation in LEGO Star Wars, and there are several sets and characters LEGO still needs to make, and this is in my opinion a set that should be at the top of the priority list. This set would most likely fall around the $120 to $140 price mark, as it would include the cargo box type compartment that attaches to the bottom part of the actual shuttle. This would also be the perfect set to include Commander Wolf, as he was seen in the Bad Batch Season 3, and then we could also see some clone commandos for the first time, a couple of Bad Batch members, and a new version of Captain Rex for the set, and then some of these earlier variant stormtroopers seen in the Bad Batch. Real quick, if you enjoy videos like these, consider subscribing, as it helps this channel so much. Reaching another larger set, I included the Ebon Hawk from the Knights of the Old Republic video games. This is a ship we have never seen in LEGO, and are not really likely to see it either, although it would make such a good larger playset between $140 and $180, around the same scale as something such as a Millennium Falcon. This is a really unique ship with a great design and color scheme, and would look so good in a larger scale LEGO set. It would also be great to see the crew of this set included, and I would include characters from the first game, such as Bastila Shan, HK-47, Mission Vau and Zalbar, Juhani and Karth Unasi. Of course, we would see your player character in this set as well, which later turns out to be Darth Revan, so an added remake of the Darth Revan minifigure would be so cool as well. Despite this being an exclusive character for the May the 4th promo, I really want to see a remake of this character in modern LEGO Star Wars. The final larger scale set I would like to see is the Ultimate Collector set of this wave, and that would be either a UCS or MBS Camino, which I think will be so very cool to see in LEGO Star Wars. We haven't seen any proper Camino based sets, and I think at a large scale with several scenes from the Attack of the Clones and the Clone Wars would be so cool, including several beloved minifigures and scenes from all across these forms of media. This could probably be at the scale of the Betrayal at Cloud City, perhaps even a bit larger at closer to $500, with a lot more to offer and several smaller side builds. I would love to make a video really soon specifically covering this set, to talk about all the little things I would like to see in a massive set like this, so let me know if this is something you would like to see. In my opinion, those would be the greatest set for a LEGO Star Wars larger set wave. Of course, this is what I would want to see and not really realistic, but it is very fun to talk about this kind of stuff. Other than that, I will see you in the next one. God bless you and cheers.